I'm Kiora Balul. An Idaho death row inmate convicted of murder is scheduled to die next month.
The suspect in this case is a former Lehigh police officer who left in 2004.
A fiery crash in Utah is caught on camera, and so is the rescue. This is amazing. As Chris Jones reports, a group lifted up a burning car to reach a man trapped underneath.
You can see this huge wall of cans all baled up and ready to get shipped out. But how long does it take for them to get truly recycled? Not as long as you might think.
Well, Kellen Moore, always impressive, but even more impressive when he impresses someone who's already very impressive.
How
about that?
That was impressive.
That was
Did
impressive.
you follow that? This is the bank that was robbed in broad daylight, and just across the way here is a pizza place. So what's the connection? Well, without Sibeli's, police may not have caught the suspect so quickly.
Texas Governor Rick Perry put presidential campaigning on hold today to go back to his state where tens of thousands of acres are burning.
Police last spotted the man here at this apartment complex where he left his car.
Well, Stacy got to talk about her favorite sport earlier. That's football. Now I get to talk about mine, MMA. A former Boise State wrestler will soon be headlining in Vegas.
Now, as you can see, these chickens do have room to roam, but they'll have even more space come the end of November, and they're getting trained on how to lay their eggs in here.
Onions, potatoes, corn, and seed crops are starting to go to market, and the mint and grain harvests are just about complete.
There were some small flare-ups earlier. Now one of those has gotten even bigger. You can see it right there.
You can also try taking some foods out of your daily diet to see if any symptoms improve. And thankfully, as we showed you, there's a wide array of gluten-free products on the market if you need them.
After falling ill and not racing in Milwaukee, then getting caught in the crash at Montreal, Ross Smith broke 2 bones in his right foot during practice here in Salt Lake City.
The lights are finally back on in San Diego after 12 hours without power in parts of California, Arizona, and Mexico.
It is still a developing situation out here, but we did see a bomb robot go into the mall past the yellow tape there just about 10 minutes ago. Before we take off, let me give you the grand tour of this Sport Coach by Coachman. I'm Kiora Balul, live in Bend. Millions of dollars are coming back to higher education in Oregon, and here's how.
A car in California has been destroyed, but the vandal wasn't human.
It turns out about 2/3 of students at four-year colleges like the U have student debt, and soon they could be paying even more.
A bunch of baloney. That's the message some voters delivered literally to a lawmaker in Michigan.
The festival should bring in about 40,000 visitors, and you can see some of them right here behind me trying to keep warm in the line for the next film. I'm Kiora Balul. I'm checking the tire pressure right now. I'll get back to you after the break.
You're watching 12 News at 9.
Good evening. I'm Dan Hamilton.
And I'm Kiora Balul. The president spoke on national television tonight about the American Dreams Act. Bottom line, to him, this plan is a no-brainer. While job prospects could be getting better in the near future, a company based in Garden City continues to create them. A University of Idaho student who fell from a fraternity house window 2 years ago is now suing the school. Amanda Ondaverde from Caldwell suffered serious brain injuries when she fell 27 feet in 2009.
You're watching 12 News at 9. News for busy people.
Okay, I did not know this, but it is perfectly legal to walk around naked in San Francisco, and that apparently is not going to change. I've been to restaurants in San Francisco. I didn't know I could actually see naked people.
All right, avoid them.
Right.
The new rule would also require nudists to cover up in restaurants, so you're going to be okay there.
Okay, good to know.
If it passes, violators of the law could face a $100 fine and some jail time.
Okay, we'll keep you posted on what happens there. And we do have more news and fun stories on the way on News Edge at 10. Here's Stacey Skryzak with a preview. A labor dispute in Washington state apparently turned violent today. Although the scene looks quiet here, earlier in the day, hundreds of longshoremen reportedly stormed a grain shipping terminal. Okay, Steve, at least we're getting down into the high 80s for a few days this week, right?
Yeah.
A new study shows drinking alcohol in moderation may be good for you. Researchers found middle-aged women who have an average of 3 to 15 alcoholic drinks per week have higher odds of being healthy later in life. Reality TV mom Kate Gosselin says she's freaking out big time now that her longtime TLC show has been canceled. In an interview with People magazine, Gosselin says she and her twins and sextuplets were not ready to leave Kate +8. Yeah, I didn't know you could make that much money doing that. Wow.
New business to go into, right? Start thinking about it.
Right.
That's all for us tonight. Thanks for watching.
And News Edge at 10 is next. Stay tuned.